a paid community is not just a fancy course. Hey guys, this is Do Good Maverick Go. Thought I'd jump on and talk about how a paid community is not just a fancy course. You know, paid communities is really trending these days. And by the way, I don't think this is just a short-term fad. I think this is really something that is here to stay. But when it comes to the way a lot of paid communities is built these days, it's kind of like they're just some kind of repackaged online courses. It's like a lot of a lot of the online marketers that has been selling online courses, they have just taken their online courses and repackaged it, and they're using a paid community to host the course. That's one way of doing it. It doesn't mean it's wrong, but a paid community is not just a fancy course. It's so much more. You know, a lot of paid communities don't even have any courses inside. Yeah, so what? So what? The point I'm making is that you shouldn't trap your thinking or lock in your thinking around paid communities to think it's only some kind of fancy way to deliver an online course. I know when it comes to the platform Skool, SKOOL.com, you know, by Sam Ovens, that Alex Hormozi invested in. When it came to the way that Sam Ovens was building Skool, it seemed like a lot of his mindset behind it was that a lot of online courses was really lacking several functions, and then he made the Skool platform. And in many ways, it was brilliant. But I think it's also kind of trapped people into thinking that it's about another way of selling an online course. I'm not saying that that's what Sam Ovens and Alex Hormozi says Skool is for. It's just for selling a course. I'm not saying that. But when you look at the way many of these people are building a paid community, especially on the Skool platform, it's definitely the case that it oftentimes looks like just some kind of fancy online course. But yeah, if you look outside that and you really think about the many advantages to a paid community and all the industries, categories, niches out there where a paid community could be super valuable, it opens up like worlds of opportunities. This is one of the, yeah, when it comes to building a paid community, I think this is one of the most overlooked things out there. People tend to, yeah, pretty much compete on almost the same things in the same small niches. For online marketers, we usually see other online marketers and we tend to do pretty similar things. But if you apply, you know, I mentioned this in I think the last podcast episode as well, but it reminds me of what Jay Abraham said. Something like to the tune of that something, a concept might be as common as dirt in one industry. It might be as common as dirt, but if you take that same concept and apply it in another industry, it can have the effect of an atom bomb. And yeah, when it comes to paid communities, I definitely think this is pretty much spot on. But yeah, just don't just lock your thinking in that this is just an online course, because it's so much more, which also means it's a lot more opportunities as well. You know, for years it has been masterminds and elite clubs, networks, stuff like that out there that people have been a part of. But now with the internet and paid communities, you can make this for even more people out there, business people. And when it comes to business people, there's like hundreds or thousands of different categories and also different industries. And then you have interests, things like that. But yeah, when it comes to building a paid community, I think an important thing to look for when choosing the niche is that the people that you want to become members, they have some kind of recurring problem, some kind of problem or challenge or need or desire that kind of is recurring every month, pretty much. Like maybe they want more customers, they want more sales, they want to improve their business, they want to learn more about this, make more deals, do more collaborations, find more opportunities, find more investments, whatever it is, that there is some kind of recurring thing. So, for example, if you're making a paid community about teaching your puppy how to sit, for example, that's not a recurring problem because once you have taught that puppy how to sit, you're not going to teach it over and over again for months and years. But if you, on the other hand, if you, on the other hand, for example, were to make a paid community for dog trainers, that could be a recurring problem because dog trainers, they want to get clients or members or customers, they want to make more money, they want to learn more effective ways of teaching dogs, how to optimize their business, their social media presence, strategies, tactics, techniques, stuff like that. So yeah, just a few things to keep in mind. And like I've said many times before, I am absolutely not an expert at all. But you don't really need to be an expert to point out that paid communities is more than just a fancy course, I just wanted to point that out because let me think. Yeah, I don't think I've heard anyone, properly explain when it comes to paid communities how vast and how applicable this really is. People tend to kind of focus in on either those popular niches that I talked about or something you're passionate about. But if you go that route about something you are passionate about, it can also kind of be into that route of the course route, it can then kind of quickly turn into you trying to be the expert and teaching people, and it becomes kind of like an online course. That's kind of yeah, almost a trap, so to speak. But the thing is, you can also find things you're passionate about and going the route of finding out how to build it as a paid community where you focus on the benefits of a paid community. But yeah, just something to keep in mind. And by the way, if you want to build your own paid community, should you listen to me? No, no, you should probably not just take advice from me or anybody on the internet. Like the Bible says, go to war with a multitude of counselors. I'm in the process of interviewing 30 people that has paid communities that is making at least $10,000 in profit per month. And I'm turning these 30 interviews into a book and a course for a terrific 30. which is my online education and community platform. And if you want to learn from these people, so far, at the time of this recording, I've interviewed just a few of them. But just, this early on, and having interviewed that few, it's just wildly exciting, the amount of things I've learned and the insights. It's so different from person to person. The thing is, when it comes to making money online and stuff, people tend to, once they make it, they think they have some kind of universal solutions to things, but oftentimes another person in the same industry with the same business model is doing things very different. So if you get the insight from 30 different paid communities, owners of successful paid communities, you can see what works, you can see the patterns, and you can kind of pick and choose the way you go about it. You can take the advice from one person on how to get customers, use social media. Another person might also do direct outreach. Another person might do an affiliate deal with a list owner. You can combine that, and you can also combine the methods of how to run the paid community. Inside, if you have weekly Zoom meetings, group weekly Zoom meetings, Zoom video meetings, group calls, maybe you have hot seats, stuff like that. And when you see the insights from multiple different successful owners, it really opens up for a lot of opportunities. So yeah, if you want to check that out, go to communitycashcows.com. That's communitycashcows.com.